Hello, stock traders. Today was a challenging day on the market. Definitely, there were lots of pitfalls everywhere, and it was difficult to make a profit when the market was like it was today. Now, last week was fantastic for this list. Did really well, but today, not so well. But I'm expecting good things tomorrow and for us to get a good turnaround. So today I finished with a 4.57% loss. So it was a challenging day, definitely for me. Hopefully you got out a lot better than I did. If you were following this list exactly, and you have even parts in all of this list, the top 7 and the others, then you would have had a 4.06% loss. So you would have done better than I did, which would have put you month to date, if you were following this list closely, at a 4.28% gain. And you might be like, well, that's not really that good. It's not nearly as good as normal, but the Dow Jones Industrial is down 6.08% so far this month. So this has been a challenging month so far, but it can turn around in an instant. And as long as we continue to follow strategies, I think we will find success. At least that's how I found it in the past. I don't stray from my strategies, even when I'm having a tough time. Year to date, I am at 407.49%. So far having a phenomenal year. Just really liking it and doing very well, way above my 200% goal I set at the beginning of the year. All right, so let's get to the day trade picks and the standard level that I cover on our Patreon group. So I did not do a lot of day trading today. Typically, when I see the market sinking, I really don't. My day trade picks were PEIX and CUB. I did a couple trades and finished even for the day. So I wasn't too active in my intraday trading, that is for sure. Okay, so I have some short positions that I closed, and you might be surprised that I closed some of the short positions, but I had one turn against me. Actually, I believe it was the only stock that did well today on Monday, and that is COUP. I closed it for a 5% loss, so it kind of hit my limit loss that I look for, and the stock just turned against me. I figure that's a good trade because if I would have just held on to it, could have been a lot worse. Also today I sold CHWY, so I closed this position for a 0.8% gain, so just a small gain. And I closed SBPI for a 5.2% gain, so that was pretty good. Over a couple of days, I felt good about that stock for sure. Now let's talk about the top 7 because I have some sales to report from the top 7. So the first one I sold was SAVA, SAVA. So I saw that up and saw an opportunity to make a 17% gain, and so I took a 17% gain. But there was more insider activity on SAVA, and it's on this list again. I bought it back today. So I'll do that sometimes, you know, take a profit on something, and then if I see a good reason to get back in, I definitely will jump back in for a second helping. I sold BRY, sold that for a 1.6% loss. That was actually pretty good considering later on in the day it really dropped. Had a really nice gain out of that, so I wish I would have sold it sooner. You know, that happens. It had been 3 days since its insider activity. I sold Radius Health, RDUS, for a 0.5% gain. Was able to sell that really early in the day and get a small gain out of that. And today I parted ways with the PDUFA run-up. I parted ways with AQST. I have sold it for good for now. I'll look for another opportunity to play the run-up going forward. Sold for a 44% gain. That is a great return over the month, and so I feel really great about that. Now, I like to use Webull for my trading, and I find that they are very powerful. They have great screeners and a lot of tools that I really like to use each and every day. If you are looking for a powerful broker and you're also just curious about how they do things, please check them out in the description down below. You get one free stock when you sign up and another when you deposit money. The one thing I really love about it is you can trade as early as 3 a.m. Central Time and as late as 7 p.m. at night. And so those trading hours are a lot better than a lot of the brokers that you have out there that I found. And so I really like them and I think they're great to use. There's lots to cover in the top 7. So let's get right to it. The first one that's not in the top 7 is WY. Today this finished down 3.17%. I really thought this stock would do better, so I'm really hoping that it will turn around. My average in it's $28.78. The reason why I liked it in the first place was because Albert Monaco bought shares in open market at $29.11. My average was lower than that, and so I felt good about being able to enter and make money. But so far that hasn't turned out to be the way. There's been some struggling days, definitely. So the next that's not in the top 7, this is brand new to the list, and this is EIGR Pharmaceuticals, EIGR. Today this finished down 3.50%. I was able to nab some shares at $9.95, and so I feel really good about that. I will add more. I'm not fully into this position yet, so I'm working on doing that. So I will look for other great buying opportunities on it and load up. But they have a November 20th PDUFA date, and it's a priority review PDUFA date. It's for lanofarnib, and they had recent insider activity also. And so I like this stock for run-up. I like combining my two strategies when I can, and I love these run-ups when they have insider activity. So that's a really good one. The next that's not in the top 7, and the reason is because it just has not been performing lately, and it's so weird to me, but SAFE, SAFE, finished down 7.78%. After this weekend on Friday, there was more insider activity by iStar. I really thought this would move upwards. It hasn't yet, but insider activity being reported every business day, at some point some people will buy these shares, and also they have a dividend coming up, so there's lots of great reasons to be in safe hold. I think history is going to repeat itself. My average in it is $54.25. It's had 28 business days in a row of insider activity by iStar, and last year they went 134 business days in a row. So I am confident this stock is going to turn around, and I'm going to own it until the insider activity stops. I really do believe in this. This is a great strategy that I've had in the past, and I rarely lose when I see these insiders come in each and every business day. All right, the next that's not in the top 7 that I added today, so this is brand new to the list also, so I really loaded up on some PDUFA plays that I wanted to get back into. KALA, got back in it today. My average in it's $9.12, and they have a PDUFA date of October 30th, so a little over a month away, and also it has a high analyst target, so there's been some new analyst targets on this that have pushed that up, and so that's why I like it again, and I'm going to be in it and planning on a run up all the way up to October 30th. The last that is not in the top 7 but is a great stock is SPPI. So this is Spectrum Pharmaceuticals, and I'm already up in this quite a bit, and if you got in it when I did, when I started to mention it on this list, you are about 20% up in it. It finished down 2.86% today. My average in it's $4.02. They have an October 24th PDUFA date, and it's Rolantis, which is a chemotherapy drug, so it's pretty important, so I think that's extremely marketable. And analysts have a target on this of $10.42. There is so much room to run on this that I think it's going to be a powerful run-up stock. All right, now to the top 7, and number 7 dropping all the way from number 1, and that is VOXX International. This is a low volume stock, and on Friday it finished up almost 10%. So today it finished down 8.85%, so it's just like we're right back where we were. My average in it $6.42, and so I'm doing very well in this stock, and hopefully you are too. Collie Holding has been purchasing more and more shares, and today they purchased more shares, so there was more shares reported. We are to 8 business days in a row of insider activity by Collie Holding, and so I am expecting this to continue to run north, and I think it won't be long and this stock will be over $10 a share, especially if this insider activity continues. All right, number 6 is ZSAN. So finally hitting the top 7. This has been a great stock, and if you got in it when I started suggesting it in these videos, you are way up in it, and so you're loving it also. Today it did finish down 0.56%. My average in it is $1.33, and they have an October 20th PDUFA date, and it's for Qtrypta, which is a migraine medicine that is extremely marketable. So many people suffer from migraines. There are a lot of people that if they can get a safe and effective drug, the FDA needs to approve this. And analysts have a target of this stock at $3 a share, so there's still plenty of room to run and plenty of time for it to do so. Number 5 is FlexSteel, FLXS. This is an insider that showed up a couple days ago, and it's been happening every couple of days, so I'm hoping for more insider activity tomorrow and that this continues. Today it finished up 0.94%, so it was a rare green one in my portfolio. My average in it's $23.88, and directors are loading up on this every couple of days, and so as long as this continues, I think this is going to be a great stock. This has also been great in the past. You've seen this on the list before with insider activity, and it has climbed. I think when we first started adding this, I think it was in late July, it was right around $16 a share, so it's up around $24 a share now, and insider activity is continuing, so it's very, very good. Number 4 FBIO, Fortress Bio. Today it finished down 2.30%. My average in it's $3.64. And Tramadol, it is a post-operative pain drug. And so they have a PDUFA date of October 10th. And analysts have put a target on this of $8 a share, so there's plenty of room to run. Fortress Bio is one that has so many stocks in its pipeline that I think it's going to really be great. All right. Top three, here we go. Let's see what we got. Number 3 is AVDL, and today it finished up 3.40%. This is a brand new list. My average in it's $6.11. Why do I like this? Well, I really like this stock because the CFO is loading up shares. That is my absolute favorite. I love it when CFOs get in because they know the heartbeat of their company and they know what's going on. They do the books. So anyway, multiple officers also are buying, so it's not just the CFO. So I really like that. You know, when I'm looking at insider activity, I'm looking for multiple officers. Those are my favorites to get in, and those tend to be very explosive. And this one has not exploded yet, but I think it's coming because there was more insider activity reported today by the CFO, and there was insider activity reported on Friday. So there were buys on Friday. There are buys on Monday. So this thing has got something going on with it, and I'm expecting great things. So that's a really good one. Number 2 is ETON. It is back. So this is brand new to the list, but not really, because if you have been following this list for a while, you know that I recommended it, and you know, it got a run up pretty nice up to the 15th. It was about a 16% gain. Overall pretty good. But now my average in it's $8.66, and I am playing the PDUFA date run up of September 29th. So coming up right away. And they have a drug coming out that takes care of pediatric adrenal gland issues and all kinds of things going on with that. And so I think ETON is going to be a powerful one this week, which should really be great. So we shall see what happens. And number one is SAVA. I said I sold it. I did sell it. I sold it in pre-market today, but when I saw more insider activity after hours, then I knew it was time for me to get back in. I wish I wouldn't have sold it. I wish I would have held, because man, did it climb. My average in it's $11.40, and that is really not that great an average. Hopefully this will get a dip and I will be able to add some more. It is pretty explosive stock, so it might not. I do not know what's going to happen with this, but Sanford Robertson bought more shares at $8.92 today. And it was not a small purchase, it was pretty large. And so I'm feeling like SAVA's got a big future, and SAVA has been one that, man, we have made a lot of money on in the past. So December of 2019, there was some insider buying by SAVA, and it quickly went from $2 a share all the way up to $10 a share. And so made a bunch of money on that stock. And so I always look for it because it tends to be really explosive after insider activity. I do a lot of work for this list, so if you could do me a huge favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. I so appreciate you watching, but if you've never seen me before and you like what I have to say and you like this list and how it's put together, then please subscribe and then turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when one of these new videos come out. My whole goal of starting this channel in the first place was that you would be successful. I hope that you've had some success with some of my picks and that you'll check out and be a part of our Patreon group and our Discord that we have. I look forward to talking with you in the future, and Raythoven out.